So it's about 4 o'clock in the morning where I'm at, and I'd like to talk about a subject that everyone kind of stays away from. When they talk about, they try to make it as cutesy as possible, or try to make not sound as bad. Uh, this subject is depression, and if you're living with just everyday life, or if you happen to be in my case and many others living with a disease or some other traumatic event in your life, it takes a toll on you. So it's been about 2 months since I lost complete feeling in my left side, and it's been about 3 weeks since I lost feeling in my right side. The first time they put me on 5 days of steroids, gave me MRIs to see how my relapse was happening or where it could be coming from. Uh, a week after that, I started feeling better. I got feeling of my left hand back, and I was able to start using it again. I started going back to the gym, and I started feeling better, but I had already gained about 10 to 12 pounds, and I wasn't eating right, and I was in a bad place. So I'll fast forward to about a month after that when I started losing my right side, and I was feeling even worse now because, again, in a bad place. And I didn't really want to talk to anyone. I didn't want to really say anything to anyone. But by this point, I hadn't been sleeping. I've been getting like 2, 3 hours of sleep. If I was lucky, 4. Along with the steroids they have you on to reduce your symptoms. Um, and the side effect of this cellular is you can get blood cravings, blood sugar cravings, not blood cravings. And it makes you it makes you lose the ability to sleep. It also makes you very hungry. And some side effects. And for me, I just eat. Along with being depressed, it's just eating, eating, eating. And you just keep going. And it's just like you wake up and you go through another day. You wake up, you go through another day, and another, and another. And they tell you it's just part of it. You gotta know these symptoms. But it's just like, it's tough. Because for somebody to tell you to be happy or be in a good mood while you're sick is bullshit. And it's just, obviously there's different types of sickness. I just thank God I don't drink, because I'm sure if I drank I'd be a pretty bad alcoholic. um, that's funny and not in itself, but I want to bring this subject up because so many people avoid depression. They avoid talking about depression because they think people will judge them, or they think, oh, well, I'm a strong fighter. And that's where you end up losing. Where I find myself to be very strong. I find myself always motivated, and I'm always helping people. So how can I be depressed? But really, anyone could be depressed. Anyone could be sick. Anyone could be sad. Anyone could be anything. And it's when you can start admitting this to yourself and find ways to get better that you can get out of this depression. It's going to take some time, and you have to find ways around it, but this is how you get out of this depression. And like, as you can see from my face, my eyes, like, as my camera goes stupid blurry, my eyes are super baggy, and they look like I got punched in the poofy. I have not been sleeping well, but I've been doing my best. And it's just like, with the extra days of steroids they gave me, which I'm on right now, I can start feeling my body more and more. So I'm happy again, even though I know I still can't go back to the gym yet. But I've realized something. This morning I woke up, I made a promise to myself. In about a month and a half, I do a charity event for MS every June. It's about a 160-mile cycling ride in the Cape. And I love doing it, but I'm like, I'm not ready. I don't know if I can do it. But I'm going to push myself to do it, because if I can start eating right now and start training now, um, I can do it. And that's what I want to do. That's going to be my goal. My goal is going to be to finish that. Regardless of how tired I am or how exhausting it's going to be, my goal is going to be eat healthy for this next month and a half, train for this next month and a half the best I can, and finish this. And it's a small goal because one, mentally I already know I can do it because I've done it before. And two, it will show me, hey, even after you have a double relapse, you can do this. And now, right now, I've gained almost 25 pounds, from the depression, from the sedentary, from just eating, from not sleeping. And it's like, I know all these things and I let myself go, but I'm like, my health wasn't a priority to me, which is weird because it was, but it wasn't. And whoops. And that's the most important thing is you have to start understanding that. You have to understand that this is very important to your life. And you have to start understanding that your depression is going to take over if you don't take it over yourself. And I know people hate talking about this subject, or you see a jack guy on here being like, oh, yeah, I was depressed and then I wasn't, and then this is how I got jacked, or a really hot girl do this. But the fact is, we all are different. We don't look the same. We don't act the same. We aren't the same. But if you don't take control of your depression, it literally will kill you. And I'm not saying the dramatic when people go, oh, you're going to commit suicide. I mean, like, you literally will just live in your body like a husk and just move through daily life over and over and over again. And you will literally die. And it's scary because people don't want to get help. The happiest people you know don't want to get help because we're ashamed or we're too strong to admit that we need that help. And this is me telling you, you need to start admitting that you need help because this depression will end you. And it's just like, it's okay that you want to cry. It's okay that you can't be that strong, but it's not okay that you're not willing to get help, because without that help, you can't live. So this is me telling you, get your ass up and get some help. And if you can help yourself and you know you can, and you know how to motivate yourself, then get out and start doing it again. Right now, I'm probably going to be 220 by the end of the week between the sedentary they have me on and the food I've been intaking. My goal is to lose that 20 pounds before I do this bike race in June. So it gives me a month and a half to lose 20 pounds. For some people, that's crazy. You can't lose 20 pounds. Fat can be lost a lot faster than muscle. So I definitely know I can lose the 20 pounds. But I also know how to diet, so it's slightly different for me. But I will do it for myself, and knowing that I can do it, and I will get back to powerlifting, and I will get back. And even if I never get feeling from my neck down again, I know I can push on. And this is what you have to start doing. You have to start knowing you can push on, even on the bad days. The bad days might happen for months at a time. But once you come out of that, you need to have those good days. If you have 6 bad months, then have 6 good months. If you can't have 6 good months, have 6 good days. And you got to keep fighting for those good days, because you don't, it will eat you on the inside. And it's just like, my MS is not even bad compared to some people's diseases. This diseases out there that literally are eating away from the inside out. And obviously my disease is doing that, but I meant like way, way worse. Cancer, Ebola. Obviously Ebola is an extreme one, but it's just one of those things where somebody had a way worse life than you. And it's crazy because I'm sure the person who has the way worse life that's alive right now ain't watching these videos. They don't have internet. They don't have working water. They don't have whatever. So this is a wake-up call for you to get out and start understanding your depression. Start doing some research. Start understanding who you are. Because if you can't do that, you're not going to make it. And it's just like, I know that's scary because most people don't want to hear, oh, I'll make it. It's just like, no, you won't. You will end up stuck in this world of yours, this little ball, and you will slowly start dying in that ball. Even that ball might feel safe and you might feel warm and cozy. You are literally dying. So I'm asking you personally to find help, get help. And if you can't or you're scared, ask me. Go to the comment section. Go to my Instagram. Ask me for help. I will talk to you. Can I get you out of your slump? I don't know. But I will do my physical best to make sure you understand that you're a person. You matter. Your life matters. And with my tired ass and my little chubby chub, I will help you. So let's do this together. Let's get you out of this depression. And let's start helping each other. If I can look like this and be smiling and know it's going to be okay, then you can too. So I hope my depression talk is not just a spiel, and I hope it helps. And I will see you guys tomorrow with who knows what we talk about. Have a good, I think it's Tuesday. My dreams are gone. But